All right, more news coming in. Justin Trudeau government threatens sanctions against India. Canadian Foreign Minister Melanie Jodi doesn't rule out sanctions against India. Reporter has asked a question: if the federal government, is this federal government considering sanctions against India? And the reply from the representative of the government is that everything is on the table.
The NDP are calling for more severe action. You've expelled diplomats, but they're saying sanctions are warranted given the severity of the allegations leveled today. Is the federal government considering sanctions against India? And if it's not sanctions, what other steps are you considering taking?
So today was a really important step. When you look at what is available in our toolbox, expulsing diplomats is one of the highest the highest and the toughest measure that a country can take under the Vienna Convention. For the rest, we'll continue to push India to make sure that they cooperate. We'll continue to engage with our Five Eyes partners. We'll continue to engage with also all our G7 partners, and everything is on the table.
All right, thorny diplomatic relations between India and Canada. Milan getting in more details on that story. Milan, diplomatic tensions, diplomatic relations rather, nose diving between both the countries, and sanctions against us isn't being ruled out by Canada, but India too has given one befitting response after the other, isn't it?
Well, definitely, Sneha, and understandably, it's not being clarified by Canada on the fact that just their Prime Minister Justin Trudeau gives out a statement that they are looking to cooperate with India on this, and then their own minister says that they want to sanction India. That could be on the table as well. Understandably, it feels that these are knee-jerk reactions that are coming in from Canada right now. When asked by reporters, because remember that India happens to be a very big potential, market for Canada and Canadian trade. We've shared bilateral relations with the country, and making such kind of statements could have large-scale ramifications for both countries and the citizens, living there, of course. As we see this reaction coming from, the top officials, the top government leaders of Canada, it does seem like desperate measures, because remember, just yesterday, Trudeau has also spoken to the British Prime Minister, and whether or not the talk of sanction is just all up in the air, because if he talks to G7 countries, and how much will the G7 countries be wanting to support Trudeau in something like this should also be seen at the moment, because India has maintained that they will not support Canadian thought of giving a leeway to Khalistani separatists, whether on Canadian or Indian soil, and that is where the diplomatic standoff actually begins, where India says that Canada is acting out of line, and it remains to be seen whether the talk of sanction is actually something, a desperate move that Canada is currently looking at to get support from other countries there, Sneha.
All right, I'm going to thank you, Milan Sharma, getting in those details for us as far as